One of the very best Garri I've ever tasted in my life is Cotonou Garri. Honestly, this Garri is tasty, is crispy, is dry, is smooth. Oh my God. Is all in all when it comes to quality Garri. Cotonou Garri stands out honestly. This is the peeling point where these women are so happy and glad to do their work, and they are peeling the cassava with joy. After it's being peeled, it moves to the center where it's being washed. And honestly, I had fun in this. Taking this content was really fun for me. And this is it here, being piled up for washing. So it's being moved to the washing center. You can use anything to wash, but it's preferable you get a very big sponge to use in washing it. So that is this lady there trying to wash it. The carton was just used to base the basket. I think the basket was torn. That's why that paper was placed under it. So look at that big sack. The big sack is the sponge itself, which is being used in washing it to make sure that the cassava comes out very bright and neat. So after it is being thoroughly washed, like she's doing here, I know as someone that wants to get a more improved way of doing things, you can get your own method of washing it to get the result you wanted. And that is the cassava there in the basket after being washed. So from the washing point is being grinded. You can see it being packed for grinding. So they grind it with the grinding machine. That machine is just constructed by them to their taste. Yes, you can see it grinding the cassava smoothly. I'm going to be showing you how the inside looks like. Then you can use any engine that is powerful to power your grinding, box, depending on how it is being connected. You can see the machine there. So it's any machine you can connect to whatsoever you are doing. Then from there, it's being taken to where the water in the cassava will be sieved out. That is the major aspect of Garri making. So this is a basket with sacks, various sacks. You can get your own thing done much more better than this. Yes, but this is what I'm able to capture, and I have to bring it to you guys live and direct. So after piling up a lot of sacks, then the Garri will be placed in it. You can see she piled up a lot of the sack and they started pouring the Garri inside it. After pouring it in here, it will be well tightened up so that the water from the cassava can sieve out. It has to be well sieved and dry. For Garri you don't want your own Garri to have this sour taste that Garri Ijebu used to have. You leave this sieving for just a day. But if you want a sour taste, you leave this sieving process for 2 days. It gives you that sour taste that a lot of people usually like in Garri. And this is the mechanism that is being used to press the water totally from the Garri. You can see logs of wood with this iron. I'm going to be showing you how the iron is being constructed. It's a very heavy iron that is being used in doing this pressing process. I'm sure there are lots of equipments and engines that can be used to do this. But this, traditional way of doing these things gives it that uniqueness that a lot of people normally believe is in anything you do. The traditional way of doing it gives that product the sweetness that you can't even find in the more modernized way of processing. But I'm sure we can give it a try. Put a comment in the comment section if you have anything better than what I'm showing you here today. This is the equipment being used in doing the pressing. You can see it was just constructed by a welder. Can help you to construct this so that you can use it to do your pressing. So after pressing it, depending on the taste you want, 1 day, 2 days, you bring it and blend it again to have smoothness. So this is how the machine that is being used in grinding the cassava looks like. But I'm sure this net will not be there when you want to blend the already blended one, just for smoothness. So this is the extraction, the water extraction point of the cassava processing spot that we visited. And I just wanted to show you how the machine, you can see the equipment being used in pressing, how heavy it is. And that is why I had to show you this place again. And that is the pressing, the way it's being pressed, so that the water will totally go. So after being pressed and you go back to blend, this is the smoothness you will get. You can see how smooth it is in the bowl. Then from here, it is ready for frying. Yes, and see me there frying it. You're gonna need a big log of wood, and the protection of your skin from the fire have to be done with a clay molded, and carved out frying points, so that the fire won't touch the person frying it. And look at the way it's being fried. So consistently turning it on fire will give it the dryness that gives that crispiness that a lot of people love in Garri. And after that, it's being sieved. The sieving gives the Garri the smoothness. It's already dry, crispy, then sieving it will give it the smoothness. This is the process Cotonou Garri goes through that gives it that uniqueness that I personally have not seen in any Garri out there, and it's always much more expensive. But honestly, they put a whole lot of effort in bringing out the best of their products. Cotonou Garri stands out anytime, any day in the market. And this is really very good for exports, for local consumption. It is perfect. And the sieved one out of the Garri is being further blended, and it brings out another form of Garri which is very soft for maybe you want to eat, they call it lebu. You want to eat beans, it's very nice. Some people also still make it. It looks like amala. That is, I know we have a lot of people watching this that doesn't hear Yoruba, so I'm trying to put the words rightly in a way you will understand. And this is the packaging section. This sack is already ready for exports, and that is the way it's being packed. So I believe you have been impacted with this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. Let me hear your view about your own way of doing your own Garri in your location. Let's rub minds and learn from each other. See you in our next training tips. We'll have a whole lot for you when it comes to food and its processing. Follow this page for more tips.